not fair that like they're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen the video of the girl that made the renegade dance, and I'm crying because I read a comment that was like the algorithm saying goodbye to us. And I've been noticing that a lot over the past like week. Like all the trends that came in the beginning are coming back. And it just makes me really sad because it genuinely feels like our parents just came in the middle of a school year and said, yeah, forget all your friends, forget all the hard work that you did at this school, forget everything that you did. You're gonna have to start from scratch. And it sucks because it's like it's beyond TikTok dances. It's beyond all of that. Like, we have put Black culture on a stage that everybody can appreciate. Y'all have shown me things about psychology and my family and my friends and myself that I would have never learned in this lifetime. Like, I don't really know. Like, and I know it sounds dramatic to say I don't know what I'm going to do without TikTok, but like, bro, I really don't know who I'm going to be without TikTok, because a large part of who I have become in the last 6 years, and a large part of my growth has come from a lot of the stuff I've learned off of this app. And I really hate to say goodbye.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Now, during the making of this video, I found out that TikTok is in the process of restoring service. Okay, so as I said at the beginning of this video, this ban is going to be very short-lived. But regardless, the fight to save TikTok is not over. Okay, so we need to discuss this whole situation, okay, because TikTok, it looks like they're going to be restoring service. But again, the ban is still in place, right? They still gonna have to deal with this issue at some point. There's a lot of boohoo whining and crying. There's a whole lot of outrage that is currently happening right now due to the TikTok ban, okay? And this is something that has been threatened for a long time from the U.S. government. Even under the Trump administration, he signed an executive order to try to ban TikTok, but he kind of backed away from it after the backlash and the legal challenges. Now, some of the reasons for the ban includes data privacy concerns, national security risk, and accusations that TikTok censors content critical of China or is a platform to spread misinformation. Now, those are the reasons that the politicians use to justify forcing ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok in China, to divest from TikTok to sell to a U.S. company, or else they would risk being banned. Now, that sale hasn't happened yet, so the ban is happening, okay, at least as of right now. Now, critics of the ban are basically saying that no, this is not about TikTok being a Chinese spying app, which it is, okay, or national security concerns, anything like that. No, it's about censoring free speech, okay, because the politicians all of a sudden were motivated to ban TikTok during the pro-Palestine riots and protests, okay? And when you had a whole bunch of people speaking out about Israel, it just so happens that the politicians got whipped into shape and they decided to ban TikTok, again, an app in which you had a whole lot of people that were very anti-Zionist, anti-Israel. And that ultimately, in my opinion, I think that definitely played a big part in motivating the politicians to get it done. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that no, this is actually about banning free speech. Regardless, from a political perspective, the Democrats are taking the heat for banning TikTok because it was signed under the Biden administration. Biden signed off on it, and the Supreme Court ended up upholding the ban. And now it looks like Trump is in a position to benefit because it looks like he is going to allow TikTok to continue to operate when he gets back in office via executive order, at least temporarily until they can finalize a sale. So it looks like Trump is going to be able to save the day here and get another W over Democrats. And that's why I say that the politics behind this is extremely fascinating, because it seems as if Trump is about to get another big W, right? He's going to get a big W among liberals because they're the main ones boohoo, whining, and crying. I'm not saying there are no conservatives that are upset about this. I think there are some people from a libertarian perspective that are, concerned about the free speech implications of this ban. But regardless, yeah, a lot of people that are upset happen to be on the left, and now they have to depend on Trump, right? They're begging Trump to get TikTok unbanned. So it's pretty hilarious to see how all this is working out. So without further ado, let's get into it.
More than 170 million Americans. TikTok offline. If you tried to open the social media app this morning, I know I did, you probably got a message just like this one that says TikTok services are, quote, temporarily unavailable due to the U.S. law banning the Chinese-owned app. That took effect today. Sarakshi Rai, social media reporter and director of audience development with our partners at thehill.com. Sarakshi, good morning. This is not the resolution that 170 million TikTok users were hoping for. What happened here?
That's right, Hannah. Good morning. At around 10:30 p.m. last night, TikTok voluntarily decided to go dark. Now, this was ahead of that midnight deadline when the ban would essentially be in place after the Supreme Court ruled unanimously to uphold the ban. So a lot of users very disappointed. People were live tweeting their reactions. They've decided to migrate to other platforms. And for a lot of users today, they're waking up to the fact that TikTok is not accessible. We've also heard from Amazon, Google, Microsoft, as well as Apple that that app is essentially unavailable on any of their stores. So if you already have that app downloaded, it should still be on your phone, but you won't be able to use it, and you cannot download it again on a new device. Now, this has been a long time in the making. You know, President Biden signed this ban into law in April, and a lot of reactions since then have been flowing in. And we know that there are 7,000 TikTok employees in the United States who are also waiting to hear about their future. But the company has said that they are being supportive to their U.S. employees while they figure out what the details of this ban are and if they might possibly get a reprieve.
So what?
Wow. Yeah. So honestly, I don't understand why there hasn't been a U.S. equivalent, right? A competitor that people could easily migrate to. I guess you have other platforms like YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and I guess Snapchat as well too, that I guess are counter competitors in the sense that they are offering short form content, right? Those short clips and stuff like that. They don't do it at the same level as TikTok. I think the closest thing that we have, maybe Instagram Reels. But, you know, I'm not entirely sure why somebody hasn't made a copycat app yet, right? Where it's like, no, these are the exact same features as TikTok. It's just the US version, and just have people migrate over to that app. I'm not sure why that hasn't been done yet. Maybe it has been done. Maybe it's just not popular. Social media is a tough business.